Note the disclaimer, and remember that my Patreon supporters got to see preview images, work-in-progress shots, and high-resolution images of the completed product. If you want to join them, even the smallest donation helps. The link is in the description below. And remember, for every $10 you donate, you get a free minifigure. Hello out there, this is Wake Angel 2001 coming at you with a commission for Antonio. It is BFB Notey. Now the first time I saw this guy, I thought he was some kind of fan character from the Emoji Movie. But it turns out that he's from some kind of little animated web series. It's kind of funny. As per Antonio's request, I'm putting a link to the little web series, one of its videos at least, in the description below. So if you want to check out the animation that this guy is from, you are free to do so. But that being said, I was commissioned to make a toy of him, not pimp out his show. So the base figure is this guy here. This is Carumba from the Zack Storm cartoon. I want to say that it's a Netflix show, but I'm not really sure. I do know that the Zack Storm toys, they popped up, and I don't know why, they just did not sell very well. They were clearance relatively quickly. I think it had to do with the fact that the figures were so small. They were even smaller than the 3-inch scale figures that Jazzwares used to make Sonic. It's just kind of hard to believe that, people would want figures that tiny. But anyway, Carumba had the perfect look with basically being a ball with simple arms and legs sticking out. And as a bonus, he even came with swapping faces, so that can add a little bit of gimmickry and play value to the toy. Of course, this whole pseudo-robotic, well, it is a robotic face because it's basically a holographic face projection with a little pilot inside. Wasn't really working for me, so I used epoxy sculpt to sculpt on faces that would more accurately capture the style, as it were, of Notey from the animation. So, more simplistic. And the first face is just that generic smiley face that was in the reference picture, but I decided to have a little fun and replicate the look that the second face had, just, in a style more appropriate of Notey from, the reference. The legs were a pretty basic deal. I just had to paint them black. They are ball jointed, so he does have a little bit of hip action down there, although the arms are just swivel cut, so just don't be expecting much from the arms. Now, Notey is, oh wow, it has been so long since I've actually taken music classes. Like, I was in the 7th grade the last time I had to look at music sheets. I want to say he is a quarter note or an eighth note. The note that has a little flag coming off the stick. Gee, I used to be so fluent in this kind of thing back when I played the clarinet. Oh well. Anyway, this is just what we come to know as a musical note, even though there's several different kinds of notes. But yeah, this is just a basic eighth note. I stuck a toothpick onto his back so that it wouldn't slump over, and then just kind of sculpted this little thing sticking out of his back like a flag. So, that's pretty simple. I also removed the Popeye-esque forearms from the figure. They were popped on, and sculpted on more simple ball-like hands, as, the style of the figure. And then the whole thing had to be painted this really light shade of blue. Of course, requiring about 4 or 5 coats to actually look smooth because, paint this light just does not like to do coverage. But don't worry, it still looks good, at least to the naked eye. Actually, I think it looks pretty good here. I really went in there with a whole bunch of layers. I figured, if there's so little sculpting for this figure, I may as well make up for it with all the paint. And here is the completed Notey. Man, a figure this simple was a perfect cooldown after those Death Egg robots. And yeah, that name, Notey. I mean, that's like I remember when it made the news that the British Navy bought this new boat. And they put out a poll to see what it would get named on the internet, and it ended up being called the SS Bodie McBoatface. Or from South Park with Cartman and his Christmas critters, like Barry the Bear, Beavery the Beaver, Porcupiney the Porcupine, just add E to the end of it so that it sounds cuter, and there you go, you have a name for a cartoon character. So yep, this is Notey the Note from that BFB thing, that animation. Like I said, the animation that he is in is linked in the description below. Always gonna help out the independent animators. you know, because they don't have a lot of backing. And I think I need to get a new camera, because that smudge that's right in the middle of every freaking frame is just annoying. Yeah, that's not me being a crap editor. It's just like there is literally a smudge on the lens of the camera that I cannot clean for the life of me. Anyway, it might be time to replace that camera. It's had a good run. It's like 10 years old. Alright, this is Wake Angel 2001, and I am signing off.